Hey everyone, Sue here from One Auto, and today we have our 2013 Toyota Camry in the shop, and I'm going to show you how to replace front strut assemblies. If you need any parts for your car, click on the link below and head on over to oneauto.com. So to take the tire off, you need a 19mm socket. Take your tire off. So we have to take the ABS off because I have to take it out of the knuckle housing here, and I gotta take the wire off the strut. So I'm just gonna use like a body tool to get underneath this clip and see if I can slide it. Just detach it. There we go. Oh, I can reuse it. Sweet. So now if I turn it this way, you'll see it looks like it could be a 10mm bolt. I gotta get a 10mm and disconnect that ABS sensor where it mounts in the knuckle. Break that free. Let's hope it comes right out. Wonderful. I'm gonna put the bolt back in the ABS mounting hole. I just like to do that so it doesn't get lost with the whole knuckle being out. Just easier. Now we gotta take the sway bar link and detach it from the strut. Now I'm going to take the strut away from the knuckle, and these are 22mm wrench and socket. You can do this by hand or use an air tool. And there's 2 bolts. Now I'm going to take the flex hose bracket and ABS wire bracket off of the strut, 12mm socket. Now we can lower it and undo the top of the strut bolts. So these are the top 3 mounting studs for the strut tower, which is the strut mount right here and the strut assembly. And this is a 14mm socket. I'm gonna break them free. I'm not gonna take them all the way out yet until they're all free. Now, remember I have nothing attached on the bottom part, so the last one is going to be rather taut because I have to hold the strut with one arm at the same time. I'll set this aside and just reach through the fender well here. See how I can hold onto the strut and move it? Now I can freely use my right hand or lefty and lose the nuts. I'm going to put them back up here. The new strut does come with new mounting nuts. So actually, let's discard them. Now I'm gonna reach underneath here. And there is your strut. Assembly with spring and mount. Here we have our factory strut on our 2013 Camry. This is the right front strut. And this is our replacement from One Auto. Bracket is identical, mounted. It's even got the sway bar link bracket, nice and welded. Same amount of coils. Comes with a new strut mount, new mounting bolts, new bushings inside, the rubber bushing inside with the dust boot cover, and a nice rubber seat here. Same ride height as the factory. If you need this part or any other part for your car, click on the link below and head on over to oneauto.com. So now with the new strut assembly, I'm going to bring it right up through the fender well. Line up the 3 mounting bolts. I already have the new nuts in my hand here. Just bottom them out. And now you can let go. And we're going to torque that to 63 foot-pounds. 15mm socket. This back one, you just have to move the cowl a little bit. See how the ear pops up? Just make sure it goes back in the slot. We've got one here and one over there. There you go. I know that when I took it out, that the nuts were in the back. The bolts went this way. I'm going to put the top one in. Now there is no camber slot or cutout. So I know that when I want to do an alignment, I want this strut pushed in as far as I can. It's pretty much there because there is no at all ovalness or cutout. So that's going to be pretty close. I'll put the nuts back on. So now we're going to tighten the strut to the knuckle, the two bolts that mounted here. It's 22mm wrench and socket. I'm going to use my 1/2-inch air gun. The torque specs is 214 foot-pounds, and frankly, I don't think everybody wants to see me try to do that. So I'll use my judgment in the sense I'm not going to reef on the air gun. I know what the air gun can do for foot-pounds. So I just gave it, I know it's tight. The metal squeeze, knuckle's good. Now I'm going to put the flex hose bracket with the ABS wire to it back on the strut tower. Now this has nice little divots in it of where it's indicated. See the metal tab, how it's off center, has an angle. It's going to go right in that spot right there and mount right like that. And now I can take my flex hose and set it up just like that. I started that by hand. 12mm socket. Tighten that down. Now we have the ABS wire with the sensor on it. And there's that little plastic clip that I took out of the old one. So this plastic clip goes right into that pre-made slot. Clips right in, bring it around the back. Now you can line it up in the actual hole in the knuckle for the ABS sensor. That fits right in there. Make sure it's flush, and then put the mounting bolt in. This is a 10mm socket. Good to go. 19mm socket. I'm going to hand tighten all the lug nuts, then I'll lower it down and torque it. I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to go in a star pattern. And the wheel torque for this Camry is 76 foot-pounds. Double check everything.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts shipped to your door, the place for DIY auto repair. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button.